Today we are going to discuss some short stories which are useful in preaching and we can get some lessons from them. So there will be sets of three stories on particular topics. And the first topic which I have chosen is suicide. Because we know suicide is a problem which is quite rampant in the society, and any medical students over here? So medical students, they know better how to commit suicide. Others, as many of our preachers, they tell that people attempt and they fail. Many times our preachers must have told us that in India it's so difficult to commit suicide. You lie on the rail and the train is late. You try to hang yourself to the fan, either the rope breaks or the fan breaks or the ceiling breaks. One such frustrated person went to a library and said, "Give me a book, how to commit suicide." And the librarian started shouting at him. Said, "So many people have taken this book but nobody has returned." So such people who are frustrated with life, or rather instead of saying frustrated with life, I would say are not satisfied with what they are having, they are the ones who commit suicide. So I'll tell two stories of people who attempted suicide. So there was one person who got frustrated in his life because he didn't get promotion and decided to commit suicide, and he chose a spot from jumping from the mountain. There are some points at hill stations, so he chose a point. From this point I'll jump down in the valley. So he went there, he parked his bike, went there, looked below, whether I'll jump, I'll die for sure. And one beggar was observing him, that he parked his bike. Now imagine what you will feel, that somebody comes, parks his bikes, goes there, looks down, again goes back, again looks down, he's alone. Then he, whenever in our childhood we were used to jump in the swimming pool, we never jumped from the edge, right? We used to come running and then jump. So he also decided that he'll go running up to the point, close his eyes. So the beggar was watching. So this fellow now, if this is the point for committing suicide, he walks behind, takes a position, on your march, get set. So the beggar calls me, "Please, excuse me, sorry to disturb. Are you planning to jump?" He said, "Yes." He said, "That bike is yours?" "Yeah, bike is mine." "Can you give me the key? Because now you are going down. So bike is not useful." Again he goes, takes position, on your march, get set. The beggar says, sorry, excuse me. "Do you have a house?" "So now the house is of no use for you because you are going down. Can you give me the keys? I will stay there." On your march, get set. Beggar again says, "We have a wallet. There is money in the wallet. Give the wallet to me now because you are going down." So he gives the wallet. Again on your march. So beggar says, sorry, this is last time. See, you are going down. So why do you need clothes? See, I am sitting here just wearing a gamcha. I don't have clothes. So you give that clothes to me so that I'll sit on your bike, go to your house and stay there. See, on gamcha I cannot ride a bike, right? So then this fellow starts removing his shirt and then he's thinking, I am here decided to commit suicide. I am so distressed in life, and this fellow is sitting on a gamcha and he's so happy. He's so blissful. He does not have so many things which I have. And that is the lesson. When we don't have anything or a particular thing, we forget the things which we have. And that is the importance of spirituality, where we are taught in this International Society for Krishna Consciousness for thanking Lord Krishna for whatever he has given us. So if we don't develop this consciousness, we'll be always cursing God for what we don't have. So while giving the shirt, he realized that this fellow is blissful. So he said, sorry sir, actually I cancelled my plan because look, you have inspired me so much. Can you please give back my home key and bike key? And then he goes back, he's thinking, I have so many things. So this Krishna consciousness, Srila Prabhupada, they have taught us that thank Krishna for whatever you have in life. And then the question of suicide will never arise. A second such person who had decided to commit suicide, he decided a venue to jump from a bridge down. And when he decided to jump from the bridge, when he was about to jump, he saw one person dancing below. And then he used to roll on the ground. Then again get up, dance, again roll on the ground. So he said, he's enjoying life so much. I'll come tomorrow. He waited for 1 hour. 1 hour this fellow was dancing. Next day goes, again he is dancing, rolling on ground, dancing, rolling on ground. So third day again he goes, again he saw him dancing. So he comes down. He said, why are you dancing so much and rolling on the ground? And then he said, actually you see me carefully, I don't have upper limbs. I don't have hands. And actually I have a disease of itching on my back. I cannot. So I dance and I roll on the ground so that my itching is relieved. And then this fellow started realizing that this fellow does not have hand, but still he is not crying. He is not complaining to God. He is not thinking of suicide. Actually he should have jumped from above, getting frustrated with life. But I am the one who is jumped. So, in Krishna consciousness, we should learn to see positives in our life, whatever Krishna has given us. So, and that is as per our karma, our previous karma, whatever we get, the kind of body, the kind of job, the kind of material situation we are in, the kind of relatives, father, mother, brother, sister, this all is arranged by Krishna in such a way that we progress in our Krishna consciousness. So instead of complaining, we should accept the situation and see positives. Thank you very much.